be willing to agree on.
Okay.
Yeah. So as far as I was saying in terms of like the communication element for what was said, and you're like, hey, I said this is just like the thing about communication is that it is very nuanced. And so in addition to tone and everything else, there's also the element of individual word choice. And so I think I hope that my continuation from not just, wanting to reset, not just wanting to do that, is demonstrating that I, as you, I believe, were committed to finding understanding. And so, and making sure that you feel heard and making sure that we both hear each other and understand each other. So when I was saying like, hey, is there, like, let's try and figure this out. Like when you were saying like, this can't be productive. Like I was saying like, hey, because literally there was, like you said, that thing on the couch was the only thing that was different. It's like, whoa, that thing on the couch, I know in your head, because you understood things a certain way, didn't really make a difference. In my head, I see now a totally different perspective of what you're saying that's helping me understand where you're coming from way better. And so I'd submit that like, hey, that's all I'm looking for in all of our conversations, that at least the ones that I've, where I have, at least the, my own shortcomings are not interrupting so much that I'm unable to try and do that. So yeah, right. And, I definitely, I apologize for not understanding it sooner, but there were different changes here that have helped me better understand what you're saying. And I think that's good because I feel like that's kind of the goal.
Okay.
But would you agree that would be a good thing?
Yeah. But I mean, that's a good thing. Thank you.
Yeah. And to be clear, when I'm asking for the agreements, I'm not like, I'm not trying to walk through like a child. I'm literally like, I think this conversation is so important and so, and has so many elements to it that I think it's super important that like we check in more. From my perspective, the fact that like I saw the disagreement and that like from your response and saying like, that's exactly what I was saying, like now I feel even more of an importance of making sure that I check in more often, that we are completely understanding each other. And so that's where it's coming from. I'm sorry if it's annoying or anything, but that's all I'm trying to do. Thank you.
Okay.
So when you're talking about that, so I understand what you're saying now, because the things, when you were talking about the hesitancy, my hesitancy had nothing to do with you winning as an individual. My hesitancy, or you winning over Tiffany or Tiffany winning over you, my hesitancy in that moment was because I hear that conversation being had. I'm having different conversations in my head. In my conversations, I understand why you